Welcome to Gartner ThinkCast. I'm Karen Stokes Lockhart, and today's episode focuses on a term and concept that gets thrown around a lot, but largely remains opaque: enterprise value. In a business environment full of conflicting variables, discontinuity, and disruption, which is exactly where we currently are, traditional return on investment models fail to properly account for non-financial variables that are critical to value creation. That's why we've developed a new enterprise value equation that offers executives a fresh way to view the decisions they make in terms of the impact those decisions deliver to various stakeholders and the value the organization realizes in return. Here to discuss this new model are Rita Sallam, a Distinguished VP Analyst and Gartner Fellow on the Data and Analytics team, and Donna Scott, a Distinguished VP Analyst in Gartner's Office of the CIO Research. Welcome to ThinkCast, Rita and Donna.
Hi, Donna. It's so great to be here with you today.
Hey, Rita. Great to be here, too. Before we get into the details of this new model, let's lay some groundwork. Where are we starting from? Why does the traditional enterprise value model not work? Why does it have to change?
Well, traditional return on investment value models, and I'm including in that net present value, discounted cash flow models, they measure financial benefit and really focus on a single stakeholder, and that's the investor. And because of that, they basically only value things that you can quantify in financial terms. But now we see that there are new stakeholders who have much more power to influence how organizations behave. And those new stakeholders are much more diverse than they were before, and they often have conflicting interests. So creating benefits and outcomes for stakeholders like your employees, your customers, your ecosystem, the environment, and even society are now all important parts of what we think are a new value equation, in that the outcomes for these new stakeholders influence or are leading indicators of enterprise value. And that's including financial value. But these outcomes are often those types that can't be quantified in financial terms, at least immediately. At the same time, businesses are creating value in new ways. They're using new value levers like technology investments or innovation or skills or know-how. The effects of these new value levers on brand are often very critical, but how do you quantify things like science value or employee engagement or net promoter score or even productivity if you don't let people go? They influence financial drivers. They're leading indicators of financial value, but they aren't directly quantifiable in financial terms. And what that means is they're often discounted, if not completely excluded, in current ROI and discounted cash flow-based models. The combination of new stakeholders with new powers and new value levers that create non-financial benefits makes it suboptimal at best and an existential threat at worst to use valuation models that only focus on financial outcomes. If we prioritize the decisions and investments we make on purely financial metrics, we misallocate resources. And that leads organizations to make bad decisions. And no one wants that.
It's so true, Rita. Take the businesses that have pulled out of Russia in the wake of its invasion into Ukraine. If they were only making decisions on financial terms, chances are they wouldn't divest millions or even billions of dollars of businesses. Walking away from that financial gain requires taking into account all that societal pressure, employee and customer sentiment, and long-term brand perception. More than 1,000 corporations have withdrawn from Russia to date, and those that haven't are increasingly facing boycotts from concerned stakeholders.
That's such a great example, Donna. Another is investments in sustainability, which some of our colleagues explored in detail in a ThinkCast episode just last month. It may cost an organization money in the short term, but that's a trade-off more and more businesses are making for the long-term benefit of not only the planet and society, but also because it's good business. For example, reducing carbon footprint. That could push an organization to innovate how they produce their product, how they utilize resources. It could force them to innovate around their supply chain and logistics. And these innovations can lead to reduced costs, but also to things like improved health and safety for employees. And that leads to things like less sick time and higher productivity. The brand benefit can impact employee engagement, which leads to better retention. It might lead to being able to attract more top talent. And we know that happy employees can also impact customer experience. The brand benefit also in terms of sustainability, potentially as a product differentiator, can lead to higher revenue, improved customer loyalty. Most of these benefits can't directly be tied to financial results, and therefore they'd be excluded from an ROI-based model. Now, think about substituting sustainability for any number of decisions organizations make each and every day. Should you return to the office? Should we restart business travel? Like you said, Donna, should we pull out of Russia? Should we respond to social justice causes that our stakeholders care about? What's the value of our XYZ, you name the technology investment? If we just count what we can measure in financial terms and we don't continuously assess and adjust based on whether the benefits we deliver to a range of stakeholders result in the financial and non-financial value we expect to the organization in return, we will, and I'll reiterate because it's super important, misallocate resources with real consequences in terms of overall enterprise value.
Rita, I want to thank you for talking about the new enterprise value model with me today.
Thank you, Donna. That was awesome. It was great spending time with you.